Good morning. Check this out. Let's go along very quickly because I want this video to be less than 5 minutes. I want to just get straight to the point. Early in my career, I made 4 films for less than $10,000. Those films were Black Butterfly, I Used to Love Her, Holla If You Hear Me, and Barbershop Jokes. Barbershop Jokes we made for about $500. Holla If You Hear Me we made for about $5,000 or less. I Used to Love Her was about $3,500, and Black Butterfly was about $9,500. So when going into production, I used to call it, or I still call it, the 4 elements. What you want to need in order to have a completed film. Those 4 elements for me were a director, photographer, somebody to shoot the film, or a cameraman. We also know that person as a cameraman or somebody to shoot. You need an editor, somebody to cut the film and to do the coloring. So you want a sound person, somebody, because you want good sound because of the production. But there's nothing worse than we can forgive a lot of things, but one of the things that we can't forgive as a consumer is bad sound, not able to hear or understand the actors. And I made a lot of those mistakes, thousands of mistakes in my earlier films that you go back and you watch and be like, made plenty of mistakes. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, and you need actors. Okay, so how is that? How are you going to allocate the $10,000? First of all, you want food. You want to feed the actors. You want them to feed the actors good food. You don't want to feed them pizza and White Houses and Burger King and McDonald's. You want to show the actors that you care, because we do care. You want the actors to eat good food. You talk to the actors and see if they have any dietary restrictions. You try to cater to what the needs of the actors and not what the needs of that we have as directors or producers, and also the needs of the crew, because you want to take care of your actors and you want to take care of your crew, because in this arena most of them go work for free, and let me tell you why. Okay, so you want to also concentrate on shooting the weekends. What I mean by the weekends, and why the weekends? Because most people work a 9 to 5. When you're talking about shooting a film for less than $10,000, you're not gonna more than likely you're not gonna get your B-list or A-list, so-called B-list or A-list. I hate those terms, but A-list or B-list actors to come in and do a film for $10,000. But you're going to work with your local actors, your local talent. Go to the different plays and look at the different actors on the different plays and things like that, and just meet with those actors, audition those actors, and work with those actors and grow with those actors. But again, you want to work the week. You want to shoot the weekends. You want to shoot on a Friday, and when you shoot on a Friday, try to schedule between shooting 6 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Make that a night shoot. If you want to make it a night shoot, make sure that you shoot make sure that you shoot interior, because when you're talking about shooting exterior during a night scene, that means that you have to rent more lighting, generators, and that eats your budget up. So try to shoot interior if you're going to do a night scene. Also, make a quick point is that if you're going to do any exterior shots, shoot day. And try to tailor the film around day stuff, because you don't have to go about renting all these lights and things like that. So try to shoot more so during the day. So weekends, you want to shoot Saturday and Sunday. You want to shoot 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's what I normally do, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. You want to stick to your schedule. What I mean by that, sticking to your schedule, meaning that you don't want to schedule something and then something comes up and you have to reschedule. You just don't know what you do what we can do to the spirit of a person when we're ready to shoot. This is what we love, and then you have to reschedule something because something else came up. Stick to the schedule. We hear so often that the actors and producers, we schedule something and we have to cancel the shoot because something else came up. No. Stick to the schedule. There are certain situations that we just have absolutely no control of, weather, death, things like that. But if it's something, I'm telling you, stick to your schedule. Stick to your schedule. Don't make any excuses. Stick to that schedule. I can't stress how important it is. And respect people's time. Respect the times of the actors, and respect the times of the crew. Meaning that if you know that you have an actor that that goes to church on a Sunday, you're not going to pay the actor. You may want to be a little bit respectful of the fact that that's their thing. They want to go to the church or the mosque or the synagogue. Just respect their time. And schedule around their times, just to show them that you appreciate them working for. They're going to work for free. Locations. That's one of the things too. Don't spend any money on locations. Here's why I'm saying that. You want to go to friends. You want to, unless if you want to spend anything on locations, um, you want to, if you're going to shoot for on that location on per day, you give it like a $25 donation or a $50 donation. If you need to have a house for more than one day, then you want to be kind of generous and say, okay, I want to give you $250 to shoot for maybe 2 days or 3 days or a week, something like that. But go to your friends, go to your family members, and ask if you can just use their home to shoot in, and try to limit your locations down to 4 to 5 locations in a script. So it'd be easier to shoot 4 to 5 locations. Actors, we want to use again. We want to use local talent, and because and we want to make sure that whenever we hire actors, right, we want to make sure how active they are on social media. We want to make sure that they are active on social media, and there's a reason I'm going to say that they're not going to get paid. So if you're using unknown actors in a project, and what you all are doing, you all are growing together, and this is how it has to be. You all gonna have to grow together, and you have to make sure that that actor is willing to promote your project. There's nothing worse than having an actor that you work with and you see that the actors are not promoting your project. That happened to me plenty of times. Like, okay, if you're not bringing in any if you're not going to bring in any value as far as helping getting the distribution, again, I said this in the last video. If you're not helping getting any distribution, if you don't have the name talent, at least you can do is promote the project. You might not even feel like the project came out so don't compare these projects to what you see on the studio level. We don't have that type of money, but there's no excuses that there are no excuses that the project should just fail totally. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid, as directors and actors, when we do these projects, don't be afraid to be scrutinized. Screen the film. When you screen the film, you get feedback. What does feedback do? Feedback allows us to grow. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we become insecure and our ego get in the way, where we say, okay, I don't like the way it came out, so I'm not going to screen it. No, screen that film. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way we're going to get a true feedback, by listening to people, telling people where we made our mistakes at. Some things we may see the mistakes being made, but there's other things that we may not see the mistakes being made, and other people, the crew or the audience, can let us know where we made our mistakes at. So with the actors, right? So as like I'm saying, the actors are not going to get paid. You're not going to pay the actors. So, but the more and more you evolve, and the more and more they evolve, what you do is, when you get a chance to start doing studio films or bigger budget films, you may want to, not may, but you're going to want to reach back to those actors who work for you for free and bring them back up. I've done that before. I've done that with Richard Gallen and Black Coffee. I did it with Simeon Henderson and No Regrets. And also, Simeon was supposed to be in stock option, but it was a scheduling conflict. But here's the twist to that. You want to bring in those actors who are consistently working, meaning that they're still out there doing things doing things on their own or doing other projects. So these actors have to be consistent. You just don't want to just bring in a person that's not doing anything, and even though they worked with you in the past. No, you want to work with people who are still being consistent, who are still on their hustle. So my thing is that why should I hire an actor from who doesn't have any value or any bringing any value to the table or whatever, when I can just reach back to the pool of actors that I work with in the past and bring those actors up and work with those actors. That's what I'm going to do, and and continue to do. Like when I, as I grow, and that's what I have been doing. So deliverables after the film is after you shoot, post production, the coloring, the music, the sound. These are people you want to broader with. Meaning that I work with Ricardo Islas on. We did about 8 or 9 projects together, and all of those projects were under $10,000. So what I would do, I would produce Ricardo's project, and Ricardo would shoot and edit my project. Now I would pay him to edit, but I would not pay him to shoot, because I would produce his project. So find you somebody that you can work with in those terms, meaning that you form a partnership with that person, meaning that you shoot You will help that person with their project. If that person helps you with their project, if they can, they have to, again, they have to bring something to the table. Meaning that if they're a DP, if they're an editor, you are going to form a partnership. Meaning that you are going to consistently work together and not look for the quick dollars. Don't stop looking for money. Is only a byproduct of what we do. It's a byproduct. Don't look for the quick dollar. So you work with these people. You work with a DP. You work with the editor. You work with the sound person. You all form a partnership together and say, okay, you're going to do this. I'm going to do. You respect each other's position. When Ricardo is shooting, he's editing. I respect his position, and when I'm producing, Ricardo is respecting my position, and he trusts me, and I trust him. That we both made like about 8 films together, and all of them made profits. All of them made money. Next, okay, so once the film is done, you have your film and it's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in part 2 that I'm going to post. Part 2 I'm going to post. Thank you for your time.